Beach rilaga agron hir raid gun show sports la fekalagi fichan yahwere idir shagas shin a boik fincy o rally Motorsport Ireland.
Excitement is evident here in Park Ferme this morning in Abbeyleix for the opening round of the 2012 Dunlop National Rally Championship. 6 WRCs in the lineup. We've got the S2000 and of course the Corolla, the ex-winning car. Gary Jennings behind the wheel in that. I would not like to predict a winner here today. Let the games begin.
The 2012 championship kicks off with the Borough Motor Club's Abbeyleix Manor Hotel Stages Rally. The first of 8 rounds with the best 6 scores to count. The new format is very budget-friendly in these straitened times. In testament to that was the bumper entry, led by #1 seed Kevin Barrett.
Kevin, fantastic to see such a lineup for the opening round of this championship.
Absolutely, yeah. They talk about recession. We say, what recession when you see here today? But no, look, it's absolutely fantastic for the sport to see the turnout that they have here in Brid today. Like it augurs well for the year.
Thomas, a lot of talk about this new machine that you've acquired over the winter season.
Yeah, they're a fabulous yoke. They're a fabulous car, you know, and they've come off their high horse a bit. They made it more affordable, both to purchase and run, you know. So it gave me the opportunity to buy one. There's 4 here today, you know, so it'll be a good little test of where they rank. So I'm looking forward to today.
I'm just going to take it easy for the first loop. I haven't actually been in the car since October, so I could have done with a test. It just came up too late to organise it, so we're just going to feel our way through it and see how we get on.
Having won the previous day's 5-mile town gravel rally, Gary Jennings made the trip south to contest the Abbeyleix stages in the ex-Eugene Donnelly Corolla WRC.
Fresh from your win yesterday, of course, on the gravel, right-hand drive, in a left-hand drive car today. Is that going to be difficult to adapt?
Yeah, without a doubt, you know, this is a third different car I did this year, you know, and I've won on the other 2, so it's going to be hard to adapt, especially being left-hand drive, you know, and when you navigate today Herby, so it's going to be an experience, but, you know, if it stays damp and we can get a good grip on the car over the first loop of stages, we'll see how it goes then.
Great to see you out for the opening round of this championship, and what a lineup today.
Yeah, we decided to do it. We've been having in the car since Scotland, so we're going to use it as a bit of a test for Circuit of Ireland because the engine goes off for rebuild, so it's not going to be back the week of the Circuit of Ireland, so they've worked out well. So I didn't think there was that as strong of an entry, but it should be good out crack, so hopefully we have a good run.
As ever, record-breaking commentator Dougie Hughes saw the crews off from rally headquarters as they prepared to tackle the first 3-stage loop of the 9-stage event. The weather was fine as the spectators awaited the action. With the clouds gathering overhead, the threat of rain was never far away. Despite this threat, Kevin Barrett opted for hard, slick tyres on the opening loop. But when the light drizzle on stage 2 turned to rain on stage 3, Kevin slipped to 7th place as he got caught out repeatedly on the increasingly wet surface.
And an 80 has turned square right. 80. The left. 2 right here, 100.
Joint second on the first stage, Niall McGowan was also cut out on hard tyres for the next 2. The Monaghan man slipped to 4th place after stage 3.
40, left into 5 right. 40, 3 left into 4 left of the pole. 140. 4 left in over crossroads into 5 right. Long and tightens.
The opener was Brian O'Mahony, who went 2nd quickest again on stage 2. The Cork man was fastest through the 3rd test, but still held 2nd overall after the opening loop.
Slow 6 right, 30, 2 left and 6 right, 30, 2 left, 60, 5 right, 60, slow 5 left, 180, slow 6 left, 180,
9 seconds slower over the first 3 stages was the Skoda Fabia S2000 of Robert Barrable. Despite being outmatched by the WR cars, but top speed on the straights, the Dubliner held 3rd overall after the opening loop. Gary Jennings' attempt at a hat-trick of victories was short-lived when the Corolla lost front brakes and then stalled. The Fermanagh native was then forced to retire when it wouldn't restart. Clearly match fit after his drive at the Galway International Rally, Thomas Fitzmaurice was quickest out of the blocks, setting fastest time on stage 1 and 2. Second quickest time on stage 3, left the Kerryman 5 seconds ahead after the opening loop. With conditions so tricky, Colin Murphy kept his nose clean and got through the loop to hold 5th overall in the Group N Subaru. Reigning Group N champion Sam Moffat was 27 seconds in arrears and admitted he couldn't match Murphy's pace so far. Manchester's Steve Simpson damaged the Subaru S14 on stage 1 and then put it off the road and out of the rally on stage 3. Roy White crashed his MG S2000 out of the rally on stage 2. Niall Maguire's son Shane held 10th overall and 4th in Group N after the very tricky opening loop.
Slippy is the term that's been used today, Shane.
Yeah, the first stage, it was grand for the first stage. It was nice and dry, like what to expect to go out, and then we all got caught in slicks then. Stage 2 and 3 was really bad, so try getting the wet tyres on here now and see what it's like in the afternoon, but the stage was just very slippy.
While tyres were an issue for most drivers, fuel was the problem for Louth's Eugene Meegan, who was 5th in Group N.
Eugene, has it been a productive drive for you so far today?
Not really, no. We had an okay run on the first stage, and then we were running out of fuel on the second and the third, so we got the lend of 5 litres of fuel to get us through the last one, so we're just glad to be here.
First of the two-wheel drive brigade was 2009 champion Mike Quinn. The Kerryman held 2nd in class and 11th overall after stage 3. 2010 champion Declan Boyle had to contend with a broken gear linkage over the opening loop. The Donegal man held 3rd in class and 13th overall.
And you're braking hard now for 1 left, stop, square right. Have it out. And stay left around the island. Stay left around the island. 2 left, 100. 1 right, 100 up on the gear. 5 left, narrows and tightens.
Reigning Class 13 champion Frank Kelly stepped up to Class 14 this year with his 2.5-litre Vauxhall engined Escort, and the Tyrone man held the class lead and 8th overall at the first service hub.
A lot further up than we expected to be. I would say everybody now will weight up to the softer tyre, so it'll get a lot tighter in the next loop, but we'll try and make it work.
Tyre choice, of course, it was an element in your times this morning.
Oh, absolutely. I think we nailed the tyres this morning. So did others, you know, but I noticed Maguire was on a harder compound. I wouldn't have liked to be on any start, in fairness to Niall. We're going to cut a slick now on the second loop here and see how we get on, you know, and hopefully we'll keep that lead.
Have you taken many chances so far?
Not ones that I meant to take anyway. I mean, there was a few cases there where I thought I was braking early and there's no chance of stopping it for junctions, but I mean, I think everyone's in the same boat out there.
Mist's proven difficult for a lot of the drivers today, Niall, but you're finding it okay so far?
Yeah, listen, it's for everybody. We all went out on slicks this morning. Probably we went out on a slick, a slight harder slick than the rest of the boys, and we struggled on stage 2. On stage 3 then we had an overshoot on stage 3, so I'd say probably we were hanging in around 4th or so.
Putting out up to the WR cars was the Skoda S2000 of Class 4 leader Robert Barrable.
Nice to be mixing the times with the WRC guys.
Yeah, we're quite surprised, with especially with the speed of the stage when we were wrecking them, so we're happy enough now. We didn't think we were going to be thereabouts with a couple of the world cars at the top, but no, we're happy enough.
Those stages are very, very slippery. I think we kind of all knew that. It's not really raining a lot, but there's a dirty mist there, and there's like a muddy scum and a dusty scum on the road, and it's just making it absolutely treacherous, but just keeping our nose clean.
So with 1 loop down and 2 to go, it was still very tight at the top of the leaderboard.
The difficulties have been ringing through for many of the drivers so far this morning, not for Thomas Fitzmaurice though. He leaves service with a 5-second lead. Can he maintain it or indeed increase it? See you after the break.
back to part 2 of the Abbeyleix Manor Hotel Stages Rally. The second loop of stages began with Kevin Barrett still running first on the road, but holding 7th on the leaderboard. A much improved run through the stage saw the Maynooth man climb to 6th place after stage 6.
1 right over crest 100. Crest continues into 2 left and 5 right. And Mr. on the junction. And 3 left into turn hairpin right. Oh, that way. 3 left. 81. This is an 81 right. 80.
Another improver was Niall McGowan. Despite a stage 5 puncture, the Monaghan man gained a place to hold 3rd after stage 6.
Middle over flat crest, 100. Flat 1 right over crest of the cream wall, all okay, 240. 1 left, slowing 60 to turn square right. Good grip into it. Okay. 100. Flat crest, 200.
Brian O'Mahony set 2 fastest times over the repeat loop, but the Cork man still trailed Thomas Fitzmaurice by 5 seconds after stage 6.
5 right braking, 60, turn slow, 8 left over gravel. And 3 right, keep right. Into slow, 6 left long off camber. 400.
Fitzmaurice had extended his lead to 8 seconds after stage 4, but a major moment reduced his lead and left the Kerryman Subaru with a few battle scars. Despite slipping to 4th overall, Robert Barrable extended his Class 4 lead to 13 seconds ahead of Colin Murphy. Murphy prefers wet conditions, and the drying afternoon stages didn't suit the Limerick native. Slipping further off the pace of the Group N cruise was reigning champion Sam Moffat.
I don't know where my pace is going, but Colum's going exceptionally hard. I have to give it to him. He's away from us now. We're just going to have to take the finish.
Battle of the Moffat brothers again today, George.
Yes, Sam's a bit there in front. He's about 30 seconds, but we'll hopefully try and pull a bit more off that now.
In the 2-wheel drive battle, Mike Quinn was still trailing Frank Kelly, but the Kerryman had climbed to 9th overall after stage 6. Now 31 seconds ahead of Quinn, Tyrone's Frank Kelly was holding firm in 8th place. Holding a 5-second lead in the final service halt, Thomas Fitzmaurice was hoping to get his tyre choice spot on for the last 3 stages.
I might go a bit braver with tyres here, and I think it's down to tyres on the last stage, you know, and if we can nail the tyres and if the weather holds up, but we both will be at that game, I think, you know, so it's all to play for in the last loop. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, it's very tight between the two of us. I mean, the harder I go, the harder he seems to go as well. We can't actually pull too much time off each other. We took 3 off him in that loop. We have 5 to go and the same loop again, so it's going to be touch and go, but sure, we'll give it a try.
So with battles raging throughout the field, it was PJ O'Dowd who emerged victorious in the historic class. This is the inaugural year for the National Historic Championship, and Kerryman PJ was delighted to take the maiden win on his debut drive. In the junior class, it promises to be an important year for O'Connor Motorsport, with Kevin O'Connor performing sweeper duties in his new C2 Max as a shakedown in preparation for the West Cork Rally.
2 left plus, continues for 40, 100, 2 left plus, gravel middle, into 2 right, 80, crest, and 5 left plus, 120.
Older brother Johnny began his attack on the junior championship with a 7th in class finish in Abbeyleix.
6 left, 5 right, and 4 left minus. Oh man, 100, keep right on crest to 3 left. 40, turn 2 left at sign. 60. It's very slippy. Yeah, 5 right, 120.
Relishing the tricky conditions was Bernard Foley and Paul Toomey, who took 5th in the junior class.
1 and
Keir mid over jump 170 down to Buck Bridge. Keir mid over jump 170 down to the bridge. 170 to the bridge. Only 60 in turn square right. And a Black Crest 500. And you have him. You have him. Black Crest 500. And the dancer.
Galway crew Dean Raftery and Colin Ward finished 4th in the junior class. Damien and Joseph Boyle went 1 place better to take 3rd in class. 5 seconds quicker to take the runner-up spot of the junior class with the cabin crew Christopher Snow and Sean Bruton. But it was Richard Moore and Richard Cleary who took the junior class win in their older model Honda Civic. The later spec Civic of Donegal's Adrian Cannon took the top spot in Class 2. Roger Dunnan brought his Ford Puma to the top spot of Class 6. Ciara O'Connell and Gerard Buckley won Class 7 in their Honda Civic. Pat Bellew took the Class 9 win in the Escort Mark II. Monaghan's Michael Carbon won Class 10 in the Peugeot 205. Eamon Toohey had an eventful day with a number of spins in his Mark II Escort. He slid off the road on stage 9, followed closely by Timmy Ahern in the Civic. They both managed to finish the event despite their mishaps, and they certainly weren't the only ones to succumb to the tricky conditions in Abbeyleix this year. Back to the class winners now, and Galway's Neil Pearce took the top spot in Class 11 in the Safety Direct Civic. Tipperary's William Kavanagh and Olivia Cohn won Class 12 in the Mark II Escort. In the ultra-competitive Class 13 battle, Owen Woods finished in 8th place.
Long one left, 150. Turn up and square right, no escape. Turn up and square right, no escape, tidy. And go again now. One right, 50.
It was an off day for Tipperary man James Coleman, who could only manage 7th in Class 13.
Slippy, 1, 3 left, very slippy, 14 at crest, and 3 right, tires, 3 right, tires, crest and a sharp 4 right, 20, and a long 2 left bus.
The battle for the top spot went down to the wire, with Jonathan Pringle settling for 2nd place, just 5 seconds behind fellow cabin man Russell Woods, who took the Class 13 win and finished 12th overall. After a mishap on stage 1, Meade's Trevor Mulligan recovered well to take 5th in Class 14 and 15th overall. 4th overall and 4th in Class 14 went to Draperstown's Camillus Bradley. Carryman Mike Quinn finished 10th overall and 3rd in Class 14 with co-driver Grania McEnery. A great final loop by Declan Boyle saw him climb to 2nd in Class 14 and 9th overall.
Down to the 6th right of the junction, watch the braking. Yeah. 70.
Winning the two-wheel drive battle and finishing 7th overall were Frank Kelly and Liam Brennan. In the four-wheel drive section, David Ford and Cecil Doak made it hard for themselves at times, but they managed to win in Class 15. In Group N, Shane Maguire and Martin McGarrity had to settle for 4th in class and 10th overall. Josh Moffat had been 9th overall, but he was unlucky to retire on the final stage. Older brother Sam Moffat finished 8th overall and 3rd in Group N, with co-driver James O'Reilly. Runners-up in Group N were Colin Murphy and Don Montgomery, who finished 5th overall in the Subaru. 18 seconds quicker in 4th place were Class 4 winners Robert Barable and Dermot O'Gorman in the Skoda. A much improved afternoon saw Kevin Barrett and Sean Mullally finish 6th overall and left the Dunlop Drive of the Day award for their efforts. Triton teammates Niall Maguire and Enda Sherry had to settle for 3rd overall, a good result considering their Stage 5 puncture. Brian O'Mahony and John Higgins went for it on the last loop, but the decision to opt for wet tyres didn't pay off, and they lost out in the end by 17 seconds to overall winners Thomas Fitzmaurice and Fionn Foley. The Kerry crew gambled on the weather staying dry, and their harder compound tyres helped them to take their first overall win in the National Championship. A perfect start to the new season.
On the last stage we nailed this and I concentrated on it and we went for it.
There were decisions to be made going into that last stage. Just describe it.
Well, tyres were, you know, we went with a harder compound. We took a chance. You know, if that stage ran 10 minutes late, we would have been in a flood of water, you know, and Brian would have blitzed us, you know. So we picked the right tyre, took the chance and came away with the cup.
So with the corks popping for the Kerry crew, there was also a champagne moment for the Group N winner, Robert Barable.
Yeah, no, we're very happy. The conditions were very, very tricky, so just back into the car. It's nice to be back in the car after the long break, so yeah, we're going to send it off now. It's going off for rebuild, so hopefully it'll be back in time for Kerry.
Collecting the two-wheel drive prize and also scoring first blood in the new Dunlop Mark II Championship was Frank Kelly.
Things worked fierce well. We had a good tyre choice all day, and we stuck with the same type of tyre all day. We didn't change our mind. It was sort of it was hard to better what we had, so we worked away with that. We backed off in the last couple of stages to just take it home because it was getting a bit out of hand a couple of times, so we had to just bring it back a wee bit. But I'm real happy to be competitive with these boys, so we'll move on from here and can't wait to Mayo.
Unhappy with his overall result, the silver lining for Kevin Barrett was the Dunlop Drive of the Day award.
Kevin, Drive of the Day, another nice accolade to have under the belt.
It is, yeah. It's unfortunate to get it, though. Unfortunately, it means we were so slow this morning, but it wasn't so slow. We just got tyres wrong on the first 3 stages and put us in the back foot all day. But look, we steadily improved all day, and it's miles in the car, and it's our first finish in Burr in 3 years, so happy we've points on the board now and move on.
And there you have confirmation of the top 5 finishers at Abbeyleix, with maximum points going to Thomas Fitzmaurice on round 1 of the championship.
Well, there were a few new welcomed entrants to the championship this year, and one of them was the Kerry man, Thomas Fitzmaurice. He confirmed his first national win here today in Abbeyleix. Congratulations to him. He takes maximum points to the next round in Mayo. That's it from myself and the crew here in Abbeyleix. See you soon.